Hello guys, welcome back to viewers Vuejs tutorial part 2.1. Okay, so in the previous video you might have seen what are all the concepts that we have in Vue.js for some extent, right? So in the previous video we came to know in how many ways a Vue.js can be written in. So it can be written in two different APIs, that is composition API and options API. Okay, and Vue's core concepts that we have, that is ref, reactive, what is ref and what is reactive, and so like lifecycle hooks, what are all the lifecycle hooks that we have, so and directives, what are all the directives we have many, and then conditional directives, vls, show, and list rendering, so in how we can render our list, so that is using vfer, and then computed, watch, functions or methods. So these three are very important guys. There will be a completely dedicated video on this three will be there, not only on three, on every concept that I am listing here. And later event modifiers, event handlers, and later class and style bindings, form binding, v model, template refs. So we have seen this thing, right? So in the component communication, what are all the ways where we can communicate between components? So one is with props, using event emitters, and next provide inject, and the next thing is component v model. So a v model will be there between two components. Okay, and what and slots. Okay, slots are of again three types: default slots, named slots, and scoped slots. Okay, and later we have store and state management, store or state management. So we can use here pinia, vuex, right? And later template refs on component. Okay, that is what we have listed here, but there is a way of communication between two components. And later multiple v models. Okay, so we have 2-3 components, and those components can be communicated by using multiple v models. Okay, how we can do that will also coming to know. And later built-in components in Vue.js. So there are some built-in components in Vue.js, and they are like teleport, suspense fallback, keep alive. Okay, so these are some built-in components. And later reusability in Vue.js. So how you can uh, do something, some code, some logic or some template code in a reusable way. So the first thing you can do your logic in a reusable way is like by creating composables or mixins, or by creating some .ts files with reusable logic inside it, and you can export those functions and you can import it in your components, right? And later state management by using reusable logic, and later reusable components like button, drop down. So you will create this button component one time and you can use that button everywhere throughout your project, right? So this is like reusability in Vue.js. And we'll also come to know what are all the breaking changes from Vue 2 to Vue 3. And in Vue router, what are the concepts that we have? Router views, router links, named routes or route params, and then child routes. Okay, named views, dynamic routes, lazy loading in routes. Okay, and later navigation guards. So these are all the different topics that we have in router, Vue router, and we'll be coming to know each and everything. And later we have performance optimization techniques. So define async components, lazy loading, view router, and in that view router lazy loading components, vshow and vif, how to use it wisely, what is suspense fallback, keep alive, and splitting your code into very smaller parts while you're writing it. Okay, and later we have vmemo, it will be used for memoization. And later we have paginated lists, paginations, or virtualized lists, virtualization. So these are all the way we can do performance optimization. And believe me guys, these performance optimization techniques are very important for everyone. Okay, so in this video we have seen all these concepts which are listed down in Vue.js. So stay tuned for the next video and visit vueverse.in. Okay, thank you guys.